Welcome back to ICO Review, and today we'll be having a look at SEAL. And the reason why I want to have a look at these guys is mainly because of the use case. You know, much like all of us, I'm absolutely fascinated with the technology side of things that are coming along with the blockchain, the innovation and use cases that some more adventurous technology companies are thinking of, whether it be brand new innovation or repurpose existing technology. But before we do, today's video is brought to you by ICOexplainervideos.com. If you're looking for a premium quality animated explainer video for your ICO or blockchain related product, then these guys are awesome. Check them out. They'll be in the description below. You get to pay for 80% of any of their services with your own token, which means you are printing your own payment. So, blockchain-powered product authentication and services. So at a glance, what we're doing here with SEAL is ensuring the validity of any given brand. Right, so if you buy Nike, you want to make sure it's Nike. You do it with these guys. If you buy Ray-Bans and you want to make sure they're Ray-Bans, you do it with these guys. And we'll get to how they do it in a moment. But first, having a look a little bit deeper, SEAL is a blockchain-powered product authentication and services platform which will provide consumers and manufacturers with product trust. SEAL enables the ability to confidently, quickly, and economically verify the authenticity of any product which is SEAL enabled. The SEAL proprietary technology uses NFC compatible SEAL chips. So if you guys know what amiibos are, an amiibo has a near field communication chip in its base that communicates with the Nintendo gaming console. So it's a near field communication chip, NFC, which can be effectively, securely, and discreetly incorporated with any physically manufactured product. Upon integration of the SEAL chip, the product is paired with the digital counterpart on the blockchain. Verification of authenticity is instantaneous with a simple tap or scan with any smart device. So I suppose the question becomes, why do we need this? And I alluded to the reasons earlier, in that every brand is a business. And some might argue that the big brands don't necessarily need protection because they're already rolling in it. But every brand is a business, and every business consists of people. So they kind of got me with this bit of a narrative here. So out of love for creation. The world is full of creators, designers, scientists, programmers, and makers. They dedicate their lives to bringing us the best, humbled by years of failure, driven by a dream that they cannot let go, powered by force of will until one day it turns into brilliance. Just that little snippet there is kind of it's a paragraph that can be attached to any product that we see as being innovation. You know, you can attach that sentiment to your favorite cryptocurrency, for instance. And if you are attaching that sentiment to, your Nike shoe or your Jack London jacket or your Louis Vuitton handbag, though these things are material items, they are still an extension of one's personality. And so I see value in this. So on page 79 of the white paper, I was just having a look at a few more of the use cases as I was wondering what the use for the token purchaser was, especially if you're the intended end consumer for some of these products. And interestingly enough, it's very much authentication based still, which you might imagine. Consumers can of course check the authenticity of the product, which is kind of the whole point. But registering ownership, which is allegedly already implemented, consumers claim ownership of a product for insurance, peer-to-peer transactions, and theft prevention. So I presume you're marrying the unique code of the NFC chip that you are scanning to your app, which will come with some sort of private key, marrying that item to you, the individual. And then to keep track of who is owning that particular item at any given time, you can transfer ownership. So consumers transfer ownership of the product in the app, I presume. This allows brands to earn money on the secondary market. So there's a lot of theft prevention here, but in the whole concept, it's not just theft prevention, it's also fraud prevention as well. You know, preventing the dilution of any secondary markets, so secondhand buying and selling of used goods, from being diluted by cheap forgeries and knockoffs. But going back to a few more of the use cases here, there's an interesting marketing implication where brands will be able to track where their secondhand items are being sold. It's going to be far more useful for companies to recall specific items and products as well. But we could spend the rest of the video, you know, talking about the ins and outs of the features and the technology behind this. So I'm going to link to the website and the white paper down below, so any of you interested in the technology can crack on with that yourselves. Let's talk about the token. So first, what kind of token is it? It's a utility. SEAL tokens are used to pay for services by consumers and brands. The number of supported services will increase as we improve the platform. So classic utility token situation, the more people that are using it, the more valuable the token will be. We've got a total supply of just under 500 million tokens. So that puts them at a hard cap of about 39 million, which we would normally consider to be the sweet spot. You know, it's under 50 million, it's attainable, but in the current market, I think they might have a bit of a hard time because it is such a niche product. Another reason why they might have a bit of a hard time hitting hard cap is because it's not a moon coin. You know, 2 to 3 times on the return by the time they get around to implementing manufacturer adoption. But of course, that's wild speculation, not financial advice. But there is a lot more to this one, especially with the little intrinsic use cases, etc. So if you're not just interested in moon coins, but you're interested in furthering technological use cases, then for sure have a closer look at SEAL. You know, if you were the type of person that's into the technology of Orbis, you might also want to have a look here. Let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. I have been your crypto enthusiast, and I will see you in the next video.